direction, but you have to get that block time off. There's like you can't just there's a certain point where you just can't stop the swing, and it happens really fast. So
Yeah, it's like chivalry. That is the same.
yeah. No, chivalry does it like shit because warband's way more difficult. I played chivalry.
Yeah.
It's like blocking. It's just you just time it. You just time a block. That's it. You time it and you'll block every time. In Warband, you have to block their attack direction with your own block direction.
Yes,
If you're
you have
using
to
a
look at the
weapon.
sword with chivalry as well.
No, you don't look at the sword. You have to block the direction it's coming from by mouse movement. So mouse movement controls your attack direction and block direction.
Yeah.
Up is going to block an overhand. Left will block a left side. Or you just put a shield on. But then if you're, the thing about, shield is if you're getting hit with a heavy-handed weapon, you won't be, or you won't be able to recover as fast and like drop your shield and swing. So you're slower on your swinging if you have your shield up. So if they have like a really fast weapon, then they can just keep smacking your shield, smack, and basically you have to outmaneuver them. Or like one thing I like to do is I let them come at me and I just back up and they press me and then I step to my right, step forward and turn and I hit them in the back or in the side. So when you got guys that like I see their weapon, I'm like, okay, that's a fast weapon. If they start doing this, then that's the tactic. Like I use that. I'll just back up, let them kind of press me, and think that they're getting an advantage. I'm just gonna break their shield and then kill them, but they don't get the chance.
Did you play the CRPG?
The what?
Mod for Warband CRPG.
Yeah, PW. No, I haven't. I played PW, but I stopped.
That's different.
Yeah, what's the CRPG?
It's RPG.
Okay.
Basically, you buy items and everything through the web page.
Oh.
Yeah, and what do you buy and what do you get? You progress. You get money by fighting and getting better equipment, but it's not like you can get the best equipment like tomorrow and you start playing today. It takes time and equipment expensive.
I really liked PW, but there's all the servers except for one of them. It's just people running around and killing each other and taking each other's stuff and like finding a way to use the loophole of the rules to like do shit, and it's not, and it's just annoying and bullshit. Like they're not role playing, they're role playing to the extent that the rules say they have to. Where there's one server, the Nexus Hardcore RP, and basically if you don't roleplay, you just get banned permanently. There's like no alternative. Pretty much all the rules in that game are you break them and you just permabanned. That's it. That's just the consequence, and that just gets rid of anybody that doesn't want to be there and wants to do that kind of shit. Where they just, want to run around and kill, like all the other servers. It gets rid of all the kind of people that do that shit on those servers. So what's left is just the people that actually want to, play the game how it was meant to be played. Like I went in and there's all these different factions, and I'm like, I don't want to, I don't really want to join anybody, but I also don't want to not have kind of this, some like people to wander around with. So I started an Assassin's Guild, and yeah, it was dope. Our headquarters was one of the churches in the game. We're all dressed like priests, and we roleplay priests. unless like and not only certain people on that server knew and shit. So we basically were agents. We'd play spies and assassins and shit with the other factions. They could hire us.
Yeah.
And it was like an assassins group. It was like a no honor assassins group. Like whoever gave us the most money was gonna get our services, and we were really good at it. So the people that did, that we did do, like we helped out. Like one of the guys wanted us to was at war with another faction, right? But like no real fighting had really started. They were just kind of sitting in their castle, not going out after him, and they basically got me and then I got two of my guys, and we went and killed the faction leader of the other side in the middle of that guy's castle, because the castle he was in, there was a way where you could get in, and it was a side door, right? But we would just lockpick the side door, and they're all in there having like a tournament or something with each other. So none of them were paying attention, and it was great. So we just picked the side door, and then ran in and got up into one of the towers, and then took a position up there and waited for like the perfect moment when he had stopped on his horse to talk with somebody, and just popped him in the head with an arrow.
Oh,
We
badass.
popped him in the head with the arrow, and then sent one guy running out of the tower along the walls, and they all chased after him. And then we just went back down and out the door, and that guy managed to get to a spot and jumped over the wall. It was freaking awesome.
Hydrax,
Yep.
we should either build a
And because
container.
the admin knew this kind of thing, that we were doing this, and we got it, like we can do this. We kind of like passed it along to him.
What was it, Jerry?
Container for what?
Container either in front of apple farm or the coops and barns for apples, because we throw a lot of apples. Every time I pass here, I see a lot of apples on the floor. So it would be great, like, to have a container either in front of the farm or somewhere around the.
In the stable.
Oh yeah, in the stable. Yeah, that's smart. Let me try start building. Let me see where. Here.
Albert's door is still open. He's not there.
Constructing.
Albert's door is still open. Albert.
Yeah.
What should I build? Chest crate tomorrow.
we were priests, but
I don't know, maybe a
nobody-
chest. Or crate, I don't know.
We
A
roleplayed
wardrobe,
priests.
yes.
Sorry?
We
Maybe
roleplayed
wardrobe.
the priests, right? And we were like, we'd heal people, so that's what we did. All the guys were trained in like healing and stuff, and we'd act like priests in it. But there was, when people wanted to get somebody killed, or wanted somebody to spy, they'd go to the bandit camp, and we had like a couple guys that would hang out around there, or that like people knew these people, and they'd go to them, and then those guys would get get it to us, and then we'd go in. And there were a couple times like after we killed that lord, they figured out who it was, and they went to the outlaw camp instead of to the church. So that was pretty funny. Like they didn't even know how the freaking thing worked. It was great.
Lululululu. I set the
Nobody
mats in
knew.
front of the what's this? Large table.
Sweet. Right.
I'll bring 6 hardwood boards. We need 40 nails and we need 5 metal bands. 6 hardwood.
I can give. What do you need the nails for? I can give you nails.
Chest for the apples. 40.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have like 200.
40.
Yeah. What is
And
this over here?
Mm,
Somebody building right here. What is this thing?
over here. Where is over here?
A wooden scout towel. Is this a
Yeah,
scout
I've seen that as
scout
well.
tower?
I've seen that as
Yeah,
well.
no, I remember.
Like
It was
flea.
Merc was putting that up.